Peace. $1.50. 2G what it is. Welcome to YouTube Corporation, based on me establishing it for 2G24. And it's mostly hip hop, but it's different subjects along the way. You know what I'm saying? Street topics, hip hop topics, where I'm doing the hip hop headquarters, and the hip hop headquarters is based on establishing hip hop presence where hip hop doesn't have a headquarters. Hip hop doesn't have a police department. Hip hop doesn't have bail. Hip hop doesn't have sick pay. Hip hop doesn't have retirement. Hip hop doesn't have the foundation needed to be part of the mainstream. The mainstream, McDonald's has vacations, but hip hop doesn't have vacations. You have to pay for everything yourself. So not having training, people drop out of school and become artists in hip hop and have a million fans based on being dropouts in school. We're trying to reverse the psychology of, being an artist and, having all these people follow you and you're not really having no experience. You're not having no type of understanding of what you're doing completely. So with the hip hop headquarters, with safety training, with all types of temples to guide you along the way, you get frustrated, you go on vacation. What right now, currently, hip hop doesn't have vacations. Everything is just based on being frustrated and putting out more and more content for the audience. That's not fair. You know what I mean? It's not fair. And on top of it all, you have to pay taxes. Your taxes you pay doesn't cover sick pay, doesn't cover retirement. How are you going to retire at 65 in hip hop? You know what I mean? So that's just one of the many subjects that I string along. You know what I'm saying? I do car content. Right now, I'm currently doing a car content where I'm soon to change my website around a little bit and have my car content reflect, my website. So based on YouTube Corporation is based on like having a direction of YouTube, but not having the same strict guidelines as YouTube. Like whatever they doing to run their company is based on what they based on. They'll strike my content if I talk about medical vaccination processes and things like that, saying I'm not saying completely what's real and things like that started happening. But based on me saying what's real, right now, Paxlovid pill should be at Amazon. Since it's not at Amazon, I'm pushing for Paxlovid pill to be at Amazon because the pill, with early detection, you only take the pill 5 days, and 5 days later, COVID-19 is gone. That's after you catch it early. When you catch it early, COVID-19 is eliminated out the process completely. Well, the hospitals have COVID-19 patients, and the patients come in the door in the emergency room, coughing, fevers, and the symptoms don't always tell you they have COVID-19. They have to take tests. They have to be admitted, things like that. And it's a process. So when you have a process like that, and the patients with full-blown COVID-19, they have to go through a process of being treated as well. So they on life support and things like that, respirators, things like that, while people still coming in the door. Now take into account when New Year's, Christmas, Thanksgiving, all those holidays presented themselves. Those holidays are like an alarming chain of events for the people, because what happens is you contract COVID and you don't know you have it until you start coughing, until you start having fevers, until you start having symptoms that reflect having COVID. So when you have symptoms that don't quite tell you that you have COVID, then you have a situation where You can't just tell you got COVID just based on your symptoms. A doctor has to diagnose you, treat you, and you just imagine the rallies, the festivities, New Year's, everybody celebrating, and all the already patient, all of the already admitted patients that are already in the hospitals being treated, and the migration situation where they don't even have vaccines. They just coming across the border for the opportunity to be Americans. They don't have nothing based on being prepared for COVID-19. So it spreads even more so. So with that situation is what it is. Now you have uh, migration, holiday festivities, rallies, and the patients that are already in the hospital dying on respirators. So the more patients that come in from all of those chain of events endangers the patients on respirators that are in fear of their lives. So that's one of the many topics that I speak about also. But I say there's a recklessness involved here, because when I'm repeatedly saying put the pill at Amazon, so early detection patients, soon as you catch it, COVID-19 is gone. When you got COVID-19 circulating without knowing it's circulating, you know, to have a pill at Amazon to compensate for the influx of patients is real. You have if you can compensate for all the people that catch COVID right now, migration, uh, New Year's festivities, Christmas. Just because New Year's is over doesn't mean you don't have COVID from New Year's. Doesn't mean that the symptoms that haven't shown up yet. Doesn't mean that when they show up, they kill you. COVID-19 kills you after the symptoms show up. You're in danger then. That's when you're in danger. When you first catch it, you're not in danger. You're just in danger of having COVID, not having full-blown symptoms. So now I'm starting this YouTube channel, YouTube Corporation, where I'm talking about hip hop. I'm talking about cars. I'm talking about politics. I'm talking about law, history. I'm talking about different subjects, and most importantly, YouTube Corporation is a direction on YouTube where nobody really maintains a direction on YouTube. They just get strikes and go to jail and things like that for crimes that you don't even know is a crime when you're on YouTube. Everybody's hustling to pay the bills and keep up with the mainstream. They want fancy cars and nice houses and all that, but you don't know it's you have to pay your taxes. You got the federal government to watch out for. You got things to watch out for on YouTube, where it just seems like when the pandemic hit, it was like everybody they was out of work and everybody just had to keep up with however they caught up. Now they making you go to jail for not following the law completely, because the law is the law. So the hustle is the hustle, but now you got to watch out for the law being the law the whole time, because they it's strict guidelines with the law. You know what I mean? You have to follow the law. So I changed my intro so that everybody have an idea what YouTube Corporation was about, because nobody had an understanding of YouTube Corporation. All they knew was I told them that I had a new YouTube channel, YouTube Corporation. The copyright free content is currently, I'm starting out. I got like a few videos. I got like 20 something videos right now. If not less, if not more. I have about 20 videos right now. People rarely start out with that many videos. I've used my pre-existing content. I use content that I just created, where I'm talking about vaccines. I'm talking about, COVID-19. I'm talking in a way where I'm still relevant with my new YouTube channel. Now, I've contacted the president, and the president has yet to respond to my efforts, because it's important that he responds. I contact him today, actually. I contact him today. Today is Saturday, January 6th, 2024. Correction. Today is January 6th, 2024, Saturday. And it's currently about, I don't know exactly what time it is currently, but I might put my clock up, so that's always on the same scale. So now this is my intro. I'm just showing up with a YouTube channel, YouTube corporation that's that relevant, that's real. You know what I mean? When you have terrorists are attacking people, and we don't know if you going to be allowed to have a gun, based on the law stating that you can have a gun if you a convicted felon. So somebody can come from another country and have a gun through the border, however they get here, and they have a gun and shoot everybody that's in their immediate vicinity. And you don't know if you can have a gun, and you born and raised here, and a convicted felon. You don't even have to be. It don't even have to be a violent crime. They telling you can't have a gun if you a convicted felon. My situation personally is based on me not following up and saying, well, I want a gun. I want a gun just to make sure, I can have a gun, and, I need a lawyer and all that to restore my gun rights. My situation is like that. I have to get a lawyer to restore my gun rights, same way I did to restore my voting rights. Because I had felony convictions, but not quite the most convincing felony convictions. I had convictions where somebody say I stole a car or something, something simple, and then they tell you, you can't have a gun, and the terrorists can have a gun, and whatever crimes they commit in their country doesn't follow them here. They just know who they are here when you see them here. So YouTube Corporation is my new brand of a channel, and I ask that you follow the channel and subscribe, and make sure you put your likes up right now. Put your likes up. You know what I mean? You listening to my content? I want you to put your likes up, so the algorithm of what I'm saying transfers. I want my information to stay relevant and keep the channel going. Sure, you can join when I start offering the membership, when I monetize. I haven't monetized yet, but I'm certainly prepared to, because my content is copyright free. You have to have like 3,000 views before your content can be monetized. So I don't have the views. I don't have 3,000 views. I don't have the content to monetize yet, to make money off the content I generate. So now I have to use everything I've been doing up to date: music, hip hop, uh, various channels, different content, to make money. I get Social Security and things like that, but I don't have no complete, million subscribers, YouTube plaques and things like that to support what I'm doing. It's based on me always up and going, keeping my information relevant. So I ask that you subscribe right now. Subscribe. I ask that you put your likes up. Make sure you put your likes up. If you listen to my content, I would expect you to put your likes up. And if we don't get along, I ask that you not follow my channel, not follow my content, because I've been through experiences where people that don't agree with me or don't get along with me follow my content and boo the content, where I'm talking about vaccine distribution. I'm talking about medical concerns. I'm talking about law. I'm talking about things that are relevant. They create an environment around my content that's bad vibe type of environment. So I ask that you put your likes up, subscribe, and most importantly, peace, $1.50, 2G what it is, YouTube Corporation. Peace.